take it away.
Coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. From the booth, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Houston Rockets here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. This is their first chance this season playing Charlotte. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Well, some called their series last year kind of a measuring stick for which conference was the better one, and they represented their conference pretty well.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Stevenson is the 2 with MKG the 4. Inside you have Vonleh and Jefferson. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. The feed to Stevenson. And stolen by Fry. With it, a 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. Steve just talked about it. These teams were in very similar positions in their respective conference standings last season.
And Kevin, they made their conference look pretty good by taking both of those games.
Now, here's Vonleh. And stolen by Fry. And around the break. And he gets it to go. Fry's got the opening field goal of the game for the Rockets.
A good way to get things started here.
Steve, always nice to get the first points up on the board. At least I felt that way.
Stevenson outside. Walker is screen on Hart. And Stevenson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. Doubled by Fry. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Rebounded by Howard.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like this.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Here's Fry, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Harden kicks to Howard. From 7, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Outside, Walker. Stevenson right side. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jefferson's shot is off.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Really left alone that. Fly's got 5.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Got to find something, you're right. And there's the whistle, the illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Now, here's Fry. 5 points in the game. Howard with a screen on Walker. Fry passes to Ariza. He dishes it to Fry. Kicks it to Howard. Harden outside. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Just addressing the plan with his team. If he has his way, this will be a shootout. He told his guys to play the game at as fast a tempo as they can manage. There was something else he mentioned too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Al Jefferson. Ariza has the open look, and he can extend the lead to double digits.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time, but I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. A fadeaway, and good on the basket. Look it.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Here's Fry. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break. I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monty Eunice is checked in for Howard. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Now here's Zeller. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Here's Fry. Following the basket by Gerald Henderson. Out of bounds. Nice possession. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
That was a game in hostile territory too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning. Unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Harden. Harden and Ariza out of the perimeter. And it's Fry in at the one. Just 2 to shoot. That's good.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
Yeah, that's 6 of their last 10 points coming in that in-between range.
Pass to Ariza. Howard in the post. He's against Zeller. Cut the bucket. Howard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively. What they've got going right now is not getting it done. But you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than the layup.
Al Jefferson's checked in for Zeller. All free throws good from Lance Stevenson. Rockets leading by 6. And here is Fry. He's got 7 off the pick. Tried to bank it in, but he missed it. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Pass to Henderson. Here's Jefferson. And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great play under the boards for him. You know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Now, here's Harden. And here's Fry from the arc. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
It's tipped. Ariza outside to the middle. Harden, you know what? And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Here's Fry. Let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Jazz really lit it up. He had 23 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. This game of his was just a standout all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. Really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. His teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. And Bryant gets to Ariza. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps
first in rebounding. There weren't too many players better than him when it came to interior defense. He was in the top 5 in the league in block shots.
And Steve, let's go back to his #1 ranking in rebounding. I mean, the top rebounder, that tells you just how good he was at not only rebounding, but he had to get in position, reading and reacting to miss shots.
Now here's Walker after the miss from front. And Jefferson, here we go.
Yeah, he got whacked. Too much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Oh, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers and getting some points in transition as a result.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Yunus is checked in for Howard. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Trevor Ariza.
It's been a good night for the Wizards. 10 points and also 3 steals.
Harrison, he's checked in for the Hornets.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter. That'll do it.
Now here's Walker. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Minnesota. Pocket 6. Here's Stevenson. Good on the 13-footer. Stevenson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Now Fry. He's got 11. Now the dish to Hart. The pick gave him all the room he needed. He knocks down the J. Harden's got 6.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Walker. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell the defender when he tried to set the screen.
That'll do it for the first half.
Well, guys, from here,
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of...
To get underway. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays that into the floor. He's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
On the court for the Hornets, Gilchrist and Vonleh at the fold. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Walker. After the miss from Fry. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Jefferson. Second chance effort. And Vonleh finishes it off.
Good way to get your first points in the half. A rugged play on the offensive board.
Now here's Fry. Guarded by Walker. Fry passes to Howard. Down low. Some nice passing there by Houston. Ariza with the bounce. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Walker goes in. A baseline J. And that's good. 2. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Fry. Hornets trail by 8. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Stevenson. Vonleh's hitting the pick for Jefferson. That's good. Jefferson's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Harden dishes to Fry. To the inside. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. And he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 8. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And it's Walker penetrating. Six to shoot. Screen by Jefferson. Shoots from 14. Walker shot is off. Rockets leading by 8. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Harden outside. Ariza goes in. Jones, the pass to Ariza. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Stevenson gets to Walker, and Harden comes to help. Dishes to Stevenson. Lets it go from 11, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his third rebound tonight to the inside. Harden with the stop. The Clark, a clear lane to the basket, and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
And the Hornets making a change here. Henderson's checked in. And let's get this up. Burke is across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Kicks to Harden. Howard with a screen on Henderson. And here's Fry from the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 16 points for the Wizards.
What jumps out at you as the assist total. They have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, they're taking...
There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. McCallum dishes to Cannon. Here's Howard. Rejected by Biombo. And he gets it back. Howard's shot is good. Stevenson with 1 on the clock and released it in. And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Place for shooters, as you well know, HOU.
Yeah, no question.
Rockets leading by 12. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Is it out there with Ray McCallum, and it's Daniels, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he's good on the second. Here's Walker. Right side to Walker, to the paint. And that's good from Bismack Biyombo on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Fry with the ball. And there's the pass to Daniels. Shoots it. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Hornets trail by 11. Stevenson passes to Henderson. Zeller setting the pick for Henderson. Shoots off the screen. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Here's Fry. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And McCallum kicks to Fry. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Jones. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Fry. Good.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Hornets trailed by 13. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. They need it.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Harden comes Kelly. And then for Charlotte, Al Jefferson's checked in for Biombo. Vonleh comes in for Zoe. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Gerald Henderson. And Fry kicks to Harden. Now, here's Fry, guarded by Walker. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. He feeds it to Jefferson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Excellent night from Jefferson. He's got 8 points. 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued. So many times a game come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
These it is just to Fry. He kicks to Harden. Feeds it to Howard. Here's Jones. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Offside, Kidd-Gilchrist. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throw. Rockets lead by 14. Takes it from 10. And good. And he takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 24 points for the Wizards. The Hornets shooting 47%, pretty solid. Got a piece of it. A solo fast break. Goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk card coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
And that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Jefferson is screen on Hart. Here's Stevenson. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in the movie theater. It gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
On the wing, Harden. The feed now to Fry. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Howard. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Vonleh's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kidd-Gilchrist can't finish in from close range.
I thought he rushed him because he had a clean look. His response was focused.
Takes it to Harden. Jefferson against Jones. Unloads from 13. Hornets with the rebound.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Here's Walker. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Fry. Howard, the pass to Fry. Howard with a screen on Walker. Off the screen. Fry. Good. Fry's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and the ability to close. They really have to give it up for the Rockets.
Mark, look at the number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball, you're right. And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
It always feels good put them up 1-0 so far against the Hornets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the Wizard. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
Upside Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 16.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And it's Walker penetrating. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. And the layup is good.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fry dishes to Harden. Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. Really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Nice again. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just did one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort aided by this electric home crowd atmosphere. What made the difference?
We trying to play solid defense. Talking to each other, helping each other out. That was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. We got to go victory at home.
Communication so key. James, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan player of the game.